Oh, okay, we're live. You guys.
Hello, hello.
Happy New Year, I think is in order first,
Happy,
right?
happy New Year to all of you.
Happy 2017. I hope 2016 was great. We're so excited to be here with you guys. If the kids come out and start interrupting, we apologize in advance. We're trying to handle this Facebook Live and kids at the same time.
But let's be honest, it's inevitable. The kids are going to come out.
But they would just make it better, really.
I don't know about that. Or y'all are about to get a taste of real life in the Powell household, and you'll see Dad get a little bit upset. So
and we don't have help on Saturdays and Sundays. We are a real family. So you guys, I
Happy
see
New
some
Year,
questions
everyone.
coming through, or not
Josephine,
questions.
Aaron,
Gosh,
we love
have
you
good
too.
eyes. What is wrong with my eyes?
Liana,
Dave,
What's up, guys?
Justine.
Dave says, help me. That's what we're here for, guys. So I know
Yes.
there's a lot of you out there. I mean, New Year's resolution, that's the number one resolution in the world, is to lose weight.
Yes.
So, look, this is something that we definitely know a little bit about. And so it's whatever we can do to help you guys out on your journey, it is our honor and our privilege to do so. So fire away at the questions.
Well, and just a heads up, a lot of people did send through questions ahead of time. So until you guys start firing through questions, because I know everyone's so excited, it's our first Facebook Live in a long time, we'll kind of go off of the questions that have come through already. You guys, Happy New Year.
Hi, Susan. Hi,
Christine
Selena.
says she misses the show.
Christine.
I know. Tune into TLC,
Yes.
Discovery, and OWN. They are there for now, but we assure you guys we are working on some incredible stuff.
Stay
so
tuned.
We will
Yeah.
not disappoint, I promise. Okay, so one of the biggest questions we get, one question in particular from someone, I'm just going to move this. I have a cheat sheet on the computer. Someone said to us, I set a goal to lose 70 pounds this year. It seems so big. Where do I even start? And I have to say that the huge goals typically come along with huge mini goals, like, work out 5 to 6 times a day, drink a gallon of water a day, eat perfectly and on track. I mean, there's so many mini resolutions that go along with the big resolution to lose 70 pounds that oftentimes when we take on so much at once, we're inevitably going to fail. That is definitely by far and away the biggest roadblock to reaching our goals is taking on too much at once.
Mind if I chime
Yep,
in here?
go ahead.
Yeah, and just spinning off that, that's the biggest mistake in New Year's resolutions that anybody can make.
Really,
is
any
taking on
goal.
way too much at once. And there's some really cool statistics behind this. You want to break it down for them?
Sure. So, okay, we have yes, we have learned, but research has proven that if you take on one commitment at a time, so one resolution, you are 85% likely to keep the resolution or the commitment. If you take on 2 at a time, your likelihood to keep those resolutions drops to actually 33%. So, I mean, that is...
It's really daunting, really eye-opening, but really important for all of us to know, especially for those of you who are thinking, okay, I'm going to do an hour of cardio. I'm going to drink that a gallon of water a day. I'm going to eat 5 smaller meals. Hold on. We appreciate your your excitement and your vigor for change. Don't worry. That will happen. But you just got to pick one thing and go with it so that you will have the greatest chance of success. We're really, really passionate about, guys, because this isn't just about a New Year's resolution. This is about
It's about the rest of your
successful,
life.
lifelong transformation. And so forget the whole New Year's thing. I want you to throw it out the window and let's just focus on changing your life forever right now. And we're going to start with a single step, not a quantum leap, okay?
And actually, believe it or not, those single steps do not have to be huge. The smaller they are to begin with, the better. Now, they can equate to something huge and something amazing, but keep teeny tiny small promises that you know without a shadow of a doubt you can keep, or make teeny tiny small promises. For example, drink a gallon of water a day. Oh, and he's got his right now.
Oh, but can I spin off on the water thing?
Yeah.
Look, hey, I'm like most of you. When it comes to drinking a gallon of water a day, I'm like, really? Like water? For me, it's just bland. And
So
I know a lot of you can appreciate
bottom line,
that.
his water's always pink.
Flavor it, guys. Honestly, flavor your water. And I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, oh, if it's a low or no calorie sweetener, it's going to be bad for you. There's some amazing natural sweeteners that you can have for your waters. But at the same time, this is amino acids, grape amino acids. It tastes absolutely delicious. I love it. And it keeps me hydrated throughout the day. So
Okay.
Enjoy your water.
Yes, and back to the person's question. They have 70 pounds to lose. Where do they start? Number one, small promises. Don't take on too much at once. Remember, you can always add to your resolutions. What's more important than making a lot at once is making a little bit and keeping them, and then adding to them, because over time you will build what we call integrity, momentum. You will realize that you can do it, that you are good enough, you are strong enough, and no goal is out of reach for you. The second thing I want to say is it's really important that you have a community of support. And I know a lot of you guys are actually here today because you want us to answer questions about Dietbet. We'll get to that stuff, but really that is one of the best communities. That's why people keep requesting that we do it. This is our 12th game that we've done, because it brings everyone into one group. You guys can bounce ideas off of it. Chris and I go in, we can give you tips. So anyway, Dietbet, any kind of community, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, whatever, your local gym.
Yep.
It's so good to help you keep those resolutions. Okay.
Okay, so going back to just should we just finish off the 4 other small commitments? That
I think we can say that, because that's going to be, they're going to want tips.
Okay.
But because another question that came through, I saw come through. Did you want to read it?
Okay, here we go. Oh, I've only got 10 pounds to lose. I see people on your show lose hundreds of pounds, but after 2 weeks, I have a hard time staying motivated. Okay, again, this is something that's really important, especially now. You're making these New Year's resolutions, and if we're being smart about it, you're only taking on one small thing. But then, what happens in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, when sometimes that motivation can start to kind of wane or taper off? This is very real. Look, guys, this is a human thing, but there's some really cool things that you can do about it, that we do about it with our own fitness goals as well, and it works insanely well.
I hear kids.
I do too.
Sorry.
So bear with us. We might have a 3-year-old coming running into the picture here pretty soon. First thing that we do, look, humans are visual creatures, and so a lot of times when we get stuck in almost like this subconscious groove, it's really easy to lose sight of what it is that we really want. We need to surround ourselves with our what and our why, with visual reminders of what it is that we really want and why we want it. So, say, like, for example, last year when we really got into just playing around with physique competitions, it was a blast. I found the physique that I absolutely loved. Steve Cook, I hope you're watching, brother, because, and you saw it for yourself. So he's got this amazing physique. He's an incredible competitor. I took pictures of him and I put it all over my bathroom mirror.
It was funny because people would actually walk into our bathroom and they would be like,
Ruby,
Heidi,
hold on, you're about to see real life right now. Ruby, no, you need to go in. Don't tell on Cassie right now.
Hold on.
Cassie was having me let me do.
Oh,
Cash
okay.
was having you let you do?
Cash?
Okay.
Here, you watch Ruby, okay?
Can you guys go inside?
Here, go inside.
Sorry, guys.
Go inside.
I want to show you.
No, go inside.
Okay, sorry, you
5,
guys.
4, 3, 2.
Okay. Now back to
That's how you do it right there.
back to the Steve Cook things. People would walk in our bathroom when they'd come through our house and they're like, "Is your husband okay with the fact that you have pictures of Steve Cook shirtless up on your mirror?" And I'm like, "Those are not for me. Those are my husband's pictures that he has up."
But let me tell you guys, it works. So whatever it is that you want, whether it's your dream body, or maybe it's lower cholesterol, or it might be climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, whatever it is that you're dreaming of.
Kilimanjaro.
I said Kilimanjaro.
I know. It just was a big word, and I wanted to repeat it.
Whatever it is that you're dreaming of, put images of that everywhere. It's on my bathroom mirror. It's on the dashboard in our car. You open up the fridge, and there's a picture of Steve Cook right there in my fridge.
No, there's not.
She took it out. Anyway,
Okay,
whatever that
I want
might
to look
be.
at my husband, not another man.
Or pictures of your why. Maybe it's your kids.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your
Maybe
wife.
it's your wife too. That's what I was about to say. Maybe it's your kids. Maybe it's your spouse. The reasons why it is, what's driving you toward this health and this fitness goal.
Yes.
So really important.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I was going to say. One more thing I want to hit on, because I see a few people sending through questions and comments about how New Year's resolutions are a little intimidating. Yes, they are intimidating because you guys have made them and failed so many times. Not just you guys, but we have too. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind is nobody is perfect. New Year's resolutions are so scary because we don't want one more time to say we're going to do something and not do it. But the reality of the situation is you don't fail until you choose to quit. And fail just because you fall or you mess up someday. We're all going to mess up. We all mess up. Every single person you see on the show has messed up a handful of times. It doesn't mean that they failed. You only fail once you say, I'm done trying. So it's the whole proverb or that saying, fall down 7 times, get up 8. As long as you do that over and over and over, it doesn't matter if you fall 79 times. If you get up 80, you are winning. And it's sometimes, you know, along the journey, and I'm working with someone right now, we were just having a conversation the other day about 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And right now this person's in the middle of the 1 step back, and it's really frustrating and really hard, but sometimes we need those moments of struggle and challenge and really even making poor choices to learn what to do different the next time around, you know, to get another 2 steps forward. So over time, you will reach your goal as long as you never, ever, ever give up. So
Totally.
New Year's, if you fail in 2 weeks, or if you fall in 2 weeks and you know, eat carbs that you told yourself you weren't going to eat, or whatever your thing is.
How's a pizza or a
Yeah.
gallon of ice cream?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
All you got to do is start fresh the next
Yeah.
day. We always say, like, what do we always say? What's that thing? You're only one decision away from a brand new life.
Yeah,
And
no, and
one meal away from a new, go ahead.
At any given moment, keep in mind you're always 1 meal or 1 workout away from being right back on track.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. And don't think for a second, like you guys have seen the clients that we work with, yeah, they'll lose 200 pounds in a year. Guess what? They fell 50 to 100 times. I mean, probably more than that. Every single week, we'll spend time with them, and we'll actually just allow them. We'll have confession sessions where they'll simply get out. You know, hey guys, I put down a pizza on Wednesday, and you know what? I had a candy bar on Friday, and it turned into 6.
Hey,
Welcome to
yeah.
real life, guys. We're human. And so, like Heidi was saying, fall down 7 times, get up 8. You're gonna fall on your face a handful of times throughout this journey, whatever this chapter is, and for the rest of your life.
Gosh, as we're doing this,
So
I'm
just-
like, I feel like we need to do like a 5-hour Facebook Live one of these days, because as you say
Seriously.
things, I'm like, gosh, that's a whole lesson
Well,
we could talk about.
There's a
in and
lot
of
that
itself.
we would love to share with you guys. So we can
hard
do
not
this
to
on
spin off.
we can do this on a regular basis, because this
Yes,
is stuff that
we will.
everybody needs to know. Because guess what? We're gonna mess up just as much as you guys are too. We mess up all the time.
And what happens, babe, when we mess up? When I mess up and I confess to you the other night? Well, rule of thumb is you're supposed to look at the person that confesses and say, thank you,
Yes.
and not jump at their throats. Mm-hmm. Right, Chris?
That's right.
He had a hard time not jumping at my throat the other day.
You'll have to refresh my memory of that, because all I remember is being extremely kind, loving, and compassionate. Right?
No, that was your grumpy day.
Oh yeah.
And anyone, if you guys were watching on Instagram story, you saw it. But at least he's
Which
funny.
grumpy day? I've had a few recently.
Well, you've had like grumpy hours within the day, like grumpy, ungrumpy. It's just the stress of the holiday. You're
True,
forgiven.
true.
He's too cute.
All right, let's
Yeah.
answer some of these questions.
All right. One that I see keep coming through is people asking, how does the Dietbet work? Because we've been talking about it a lot. As we said, this is our 12th game. Dietbet's super simple, and it is, you know, the 2 questions we answered before, Dietbet's a great solution for that too, because it makes it fun, it gamifies your weight loss journey, it's a wonderful way to kick off the new year.
Yes.
Basically, you bet $30, so you put $30, we keep the pot, it's not low, it's just some of them are $100. We keep it down to 30 because I feel like it's kind of attainable. Put $30 in the pot, bet against or bet on the most important person in the world, which is you. And we will help you over the course of the next 4 weeks. The Dietbet starts tomorrow. We'll help you lose 4% of your body weight. If you reach your goal of 4% lost.
When you reach your goal.
Yes, when you reach
Because
your
it's
goal.
only
your
4%.
goal. You get your $30 back, plus you get to split the pot. And last time we checked, what was the pot at?
It was almost reaching $200,000, which is awesome.
Is so awesome.
Yeah, so there's a lot of money. You know, number one, you're going to make your money back, but then there's a lot of money to split.
Yeah, but
So-
you're not. I mean, like, don't be thinking you're going to win $200,000 because if we only have one person reach their goal,
We got a few
Then you win
thousand
a
people
lot.
playing
Yes.
along with us, but more than anything, guys, like we just do this stuff because it's really fun. It's an exciting way to kind of jumpstart your weight loss journey. Creates that excitement, and you're investing in yourself, which is really the most important investment in the world. So, guys, for those of you who are actually doing the diet bet, have a wonderful time with it, and we'll see you guys, especially over the next 4 weeks. We'll support you along your journey.
Yes.
I saw a really cool question pop up here.
Okay.
It's a woman who's losing weight, but she's having a hard time getting her husband to jump on board with her.
Yep.
Here's the deal. Again, this comes into setting realistic expectations for yourself and for others. I know there's a lot of loved ones out there, you know, family, friends, loved ones that you might see them struggling, and you want to help them, and you want them to jump on this journey of transformation with you.
which is hard.
if they're not ready, they're not ready. You cannot force anything. But what you can do is you can be a shining example for them. You know, you can begin the transformation yourself, and you can, you know, share your levels of energy. You can share your mental clarity. You can share like all these amazing small victories along the way. But, you know, and it can be especially difficult if you're trying to transform, but your significant other isn't ready yet.
You know,
The one-
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
I thought you were done.
I'm never done.
I know.
Let's be honest. I can talk and talk and talk.
We both can.
Because the thing is, as you're going through your journey, you might have certain requests that might take a little more time and energy because of, you know, you've made yourself a priority in your health and fitness is. See what it is that they're passionate about. And it might not be health and fitness, but why don't you offer to help them on whatever journey that they want to do? Maybe it's a certain hobby that they've got or something that they want to get into. Look, don't cast any judgment. You're on a journey, support them in their journey, and you never know. Eventually, they might jump on board with yours.
Yes, and one thing I want to add to that, and I see a couple questions I want to hit on real quick, but sometimes when you push someone to join or you push someone to start their weight loss journey and they're not ready, it's actually only going to push them further away. So try not, I know for parents, it's really, really difficult because we have kids that we see doing things we wish they would do differently, but sometimes the more you bug and the more you nag them, the more they want to run the other way. So just by loving them unconditionally and showing them the way, that's really the best thing you can do. And when you find an in, kind of take it. Now, a couple people asked, someone said, how do I sign up for Dietbet? It's dietbet.com/Chris Powell. I believe there's a link in the description of this video. And then also someone had asked Canadians, hello. There were a couple of them that sent through a question and said, can Canadians join? Absolutely, yes. I believe you can actually join from anywhere in the world. Go to
cool.
dietbet.com/Chris Powell. And then one other thing I wanted to bring up, someone had said they wish they could afford our book. And they would love to have us train them. I wish we could train you too. And actually we are giving away, I don't know if we've even talked about this yet, but we're giving away a free Skype session, a personal Skype session. Did you know that?
I did,
I don't know if
actually,
you knew that.
Well, we did it last year also, and it was awesome.
We did.
It was really, really cool.
And the way that you can do that is we'll have daily winners or people that refer the most people to Dietbet. So we keep talking about community. So if you go with your community of people, your accountability partners, your workout buddies, whoever it is, go get them to sign up and refer through the game. You actually qualify to win a Skype session with me and Chris. We also have Reebok stuff and all different sorts of prizes, but I really think the most valuable, I mean, I love you Reebok, but I really think the Skype session's pretty awesome. And we love it too, because anytime we have a chance to connect with someone one-on-one, we get to what did you need when we get a chance to connect with someone one-on-one, it actually teaches us, and we have so much fun with that kind
we
of
learn
stuff.
just as much as they learn from us, so it's really cool.
Yes.
I see Carl Mulqueen on there, lost 250 pounds. My man, great job. That's so cool. I love seeing all these people. They're like, oh, I lost 100 pounds. I lost 150 pounds. So many amazing success stories. And actually, I do have something to say to all of you who've been through a weight loss journey and you've had incredible success. The more you can get involved with, like, just jump onto different Facebook pages, etc., and support people on their journey. Give your tips and tricks. You know, we need more people like you in this world. And so keep up the great work and keep supporting others, because, it just makes a world of difference. So great job, and huge congratulations to everyone out there who's had amazing success on the weight loss journey. So
okay,
let's
someone
answer
just
some
said,
more questions.
It just left, but it said any items that we can buy to help along our journey. And I think it went into like bands and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so the coolest part about this answer is that you really don't need anything but your own body to start your journey. Like our body weight is one of the most underutilized gyms.
You got
It's a
gym
built-in
right
gym.
here, yeah.
Yes. I mean, air squats, push-ups, all these different things. That's technically resistance training, and we have it right here. But if there are things, I will say there's a couple things that I travel with everywhere I go. I love bands. You can buy any brand. I do like the bands that are about that big that I can put around my knee, and then I get the bigger size, the extra large. They're amazing. Highly recommend bands. A stability ball is also a very affordable piece of equipment that allows you to switch up your workouts a little bit, do some hamstrings, do some awesome stability work. like some core work.
I keep a barbell in my pocket.
He does. It's really cool. It's this compact barbell
right?
that he just shoves in his pocket.
It's only 45 pounds. No, when you're traveling, you do what you got to do, and so yeah, obviously it's all body weight. But
your backpack though, when we travel, is like
it's crazy heavy.
as big as his
about 40 pounds.
Mid-sack. It is huge, and like he starts pulling stuff out, and I'm like, how in the world did you fit it? Like you have all of these different stretching balls.
True, but I must say,
balls.
when it comes to beginning the journey, it is fun to get the gear. Deck yourself out with a nice pair of shoes. Get some apparel. Download a sick new playlist. Because when you get that stuff, it's crazy because a tiny little purchase. All of a sudden, it's like I am so motivated. I can't wait to get into the gym and just listen to my new playlist. I can't wait to get into the gym and try out my new shoes.
Like last year.
Yeah.
When Chris, for Christmas, like he was so motivated first of the year to get started. I remember you coming out with because Chris works out in like no shirt and shorts. And he came out in the gym one day and he had on like a headband and he had on these like wristbands and like these leggings.
I had my
like
Beats.
my slippers. He did. And I was like, who is this guy? And he's like, you know what? Like I'm just feeling it. I think this is really going to get me toward my goal. But I really think he just wanted to look like Rich Froning. Did I hit the nail on the head?
Which, by the way, so when I was doing my CrossFit, going back to motivation, when I was doing my CrossFit stuff, I had pictures of Rich Froning everywhere.
He loves pictures of other people.
Guys, look, here's the deal. If I talk the talk, I'm going to walk the walk. And so if I'm going to tell you, look, post pictures of what motivates you everywhere, I do the same thing because it's what's worked for me. That's definitely what works for our clients. And so remember, just like put those pictures everywhere. It's a constant reminder because I can't tell you how many times during the day, because I'm human too, and we got 4 kids, I'll walk into the pantry and I'll be like, oh man, those Teddy Grahams look good. Oh, there's Rich Froning standing right there looking at me. There's a picture of him right there. I'm like, okay, hold on, no, I'm getting down into it. I'm doing a CrossFit competition. We got to rock this. No more Teddy Grahams. So that's just the way it is.
Someone asked what meal plan they can follow to reach their goals. Honestly, you can follow any meal plan that works for you. That is the most important thing. You'll notice in all of the meal plans that we do, we keep it realistic. We allow reward foods or cheat foods, whatever you want to call them. Not all day, every day, but in moderation, because we feel like anytime you deprive yourself of the foods that you love, so say I love brownies. The second I tell myself I can't have brownies, guess what I'm going to want? Brownies galore. That's all I'm going to think about. If I tell myself I can't have it, I'm going to want it. And that's just human nature. So we do build into all of our plans reward foods, and that works for us. And it works for most of the people that we work with, if not all so far. But if there's another plan that you know works for you, that's what you should follow. I totally believe, though, in something that is sustainable for the long haul. If it's not sustainable, your goal is not attainable.
Mm-hmm. So true. So Chris says it's funny how you have to get so close to the camera to read the comments. Her eyesight is so bad. I got these eagle eyes. I'm good right back here.
It's so bad. How do you see that?
Actually, there's a really good question that just came up, and I totally forgot it already. So
I know there was.
Here's another one. Cravings. Okay, cool. So guys.
Oh, Daily Hug. We need to go into that too. Someone just asked about Daily Hug.
Yes.
Cravings. Lead into Daily Hug.
Hello, neighbor.
Hey, Sonny.
So when it comes to cravings, there's some really cool things that you can do about it. But the number one thing for curbing cravings, check this out, guys. It's water. You know that, okay, so 90% of Americans, and I know there's people around the world watching right now, so 90% of us Americans, I should say, are chronically dehydrated. We drink a lot of caffeine, which is a natural diuretic. Some of us drink alcohol here and there, which is, again, other powerful diuretics. So we're constantly flushing water out of our system. However, water is one of the most powerful ingredients to curbing cravings, to increasing energy levels, to increasing mental clarity. And so our rule of thumb when it comes to water, and especially because we're a little bit more active, we do drink a minimum of a gallon of water a day. The medical community, they're going to recommend you drink half your body weight in ounces of water every day. So of course, a gallon is 128 ounces. If you weigh 200 pounds, you should drink at least 100 ounces of water. Again, we aim for a gallon, so we're always hydrated. Number one, when you are hydrated, you will notice a huge difference in curbing your cravings alone. But that's also another reason why we do support eating every 3 hours, because it keeps your blood sugar levels completely stable, which is wonderful, because it's when your blood sugar levels start going up and down, that's when you start to, when they drop, that's when you get those uncontrollable cravings for sugar, for sweet, for salty, for crunchy things. And that's when you start eating things that you really don't want to eat in the long run.
You know, one of the coolest things I learned actually is, and maybe you already said this and I was busy trying to read this, but so many times when we think we're hungry, our body's telling us that we're hungry. We're actually just thirsty.
Yes.
So that was one of the coolest things. Next time you see yourself or you feel like you're hungry and you're starting to crave foods, drink a huge glass of water and see if your cravings subside, because they probably will. And that leads me into the next thing. What is a daily hug? You guys are asking. It's in our book. We talk about it every now and then on social media. A daily hug, it's just kind of a little term that we coined. It's every now and then, every day, I need something that just kind of makes me feel good, makes me feel like I'm indulging, that is low calorie. So for me, I do an iced coffee from Starbucks, and I actually do no classic in it, so no sugar. There is a little bit of sugar, because then I add 1 pump of mocha, which is chocolate sauce. So in the entire drink, there's 24 calories, 6 grams of carbs, which is not bad at all. Lasts me a long time. It's just something that emotionally and psychologically, it makes me feel good. And some more daily hugs. For some people, it's something as simple as flavored water, or like a calorie-free or low-calorie popsicle. A Hershey's Kiss. I mean, that's not off your plan. Just make sure you just have one.
Tiny little things that are 50 to 75 calories, they're awesome, because sometimes you just need that little sweet, that little hug, and you're like, oh, I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah, so again, just realistic solutions for your life.
One of the things that the
I want to
people
give you
on
guys
the show...
some really cool life hacks. Go ahead.
I was going to say, one of the things that the people on the show used to do at night for their daily hug is they would actually keep a bunch of frozen fruit, because fruit actually has a pretty low sugar content. For 2 cups of berries, it's
nature's dessert.
Yeah, I think it's like 100 calories for 2 cups of berries, or just under 2 cups of berries. Basically, they would freeze it. They would then put it in a food processor or a blender and make 100-calorie sorbet, which was like, they felt like they were eating ice cream, and it was, a lot. And there's a lot of other great alternatives out right now. I know there's Enlightened ice cream, and what's the other one? Halo Top ice cream, which those would technically be considered, daily hugs. So it's melting? What is it? Come here. Let me see. Oh, okay. So our kids are obsessed with getting ice out of our freezer and just making a disaster all over our kitchen. So I'm terrified to go inside after this.
Okay, a couple more life hacks, because again, more people talking about some cravings. Hold on, Rubes. Oh, it did spill.
Oh gosh.
We got some ice.
Ice. There we go.
Okay, hey guys, here, Cash, take Ruby back inside.
Cash, listen, I will pay you 25 cents.
You want to say
if
hi to
you
our
go,
friends?
You want to come say hi?
Yeah,
and then I'll pay you a quarter if you go
here,
inside.
Come over here and say hi.
$25.
25 bucks?
Say hi.
I said I'll pay 25 cents,
Say
and he
hi.
asked for 25 bucks.
No, why? I want $25.
You're not
Say
getting
hi.
25 bucks. Say hi. Oh my gosh, look, they're saying hi,
They're saying
Ruby.
Hi, Ruby. Say hi, Cash.
I think, did Maddox just text? I think Maddox is over at Derek's house and just said, I'm not.
All right, hey,
Okay,
all right, guys.
go in, guys.
Get in. Ruby, time to go in.
Okay, listen. Is there a
Cash,
go
go.
inside.
Take Ruby
Go
inside.
do forward rolls.
We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Okay.
We'll see you in a little bit.
No, okay, go inside. 25
5,
cents. 25 cents or nothing.
4, 3.
I offered 25 cents.
2.
You wanted 25 bucks. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. Were there more
really
things
cool
you were gonna
life
say?
hacks. Again, this goes back to curbing cravings. You got to try this sometime, because it's really powerful, especially if you've got those strong carbohydrate cravings, like for sugars. Fats are one of the most powerful macronutrients that we can use for curbing cravings. But there's a time limit on those fats. And so by the time that you ingest them, you got to set your clock, because it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for them to kick in. So a lot of times, if you don't want to like overeat at dinner or something like that, or if, especially because the red zone time is like from 7 o'clock to midnight or whenever you go to bed, something that's really cool that you can do is you can take a little bit of healthy fats, like, here's a really cool combination you can do is just like coconut oil and water, like a tablespoon of coconut oil, stir it into a cup of warm water, drink it. Number one, it tastes delicious, but also those fats go into your stomach. They close off the valve at the bottom of your stomach, and then the water fills your stomach up.
You guys,
so
it's like magic.
It's crazy. And then if you set your clock for 20 minutes, in 20 minutes, it's the craziest thing in the world, because you've ingested maybe about 100 calories, but all of a sudden you're full. And when you're full, and then it's time to eat dinner, you're like, oh, well, you're not in the red zone anymore. You can eat a little bit of food and you're good. Another really cool combo
I was going to say, instead of the coconut oil, I actually like peanut butter more than mixing something in my water. Because for me, I don't like wasted calories. Every calorie needs to be worth it taste-wise for me. So I do a tablespoon of peanut butter and a glass of water works the exact same way. It's amazing. I do the natural peanut butter because I'm not getting a lot of the processed and crappy oils and stuff.
Hydrogenated
yes,
oils.
Which we don't want.
We don't, but hey, you know what? Baby steps for everybody. Speaking of baby steps, another real cool
Yes,
combination
someone asked
that you can do.
1 tablespoon. Yes, Marissa, it is 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon.
And you're going to get, for peanut butter, it's like 90 calories, something like that.
Another really cool, delicious combination, but there's going to be some artificial sweeteners in here, is going to be diet root beer and a tablespoon of heavy cream. It's that single tablespoon, but again, those fats along with the diet root beer, it tastes like a root beer float. Absolutely delicious. Here's the deal. Is it the healthiest thing in the world? No, but you know what? It's going to help curb your cravings so you're not going to eat 1,000 calories
Just
later.
make sure you measure, because that tablespoon of cream can turn into half a cup of cream, which will totally ruin your diet.
Totally.
Hey, I've had a couple women type through asking about the flat tummy exercise, so I can go ahead and show you guys that really fast. But in short, it's what we call vacuum. It's such a simple exercise. I'm going to take off my sweatshirt for this and show you.
Someone says best nuts to get my fat macros. Oh, go ahead. I'll let you do that. I'll do that one next. Sorry.
You see what I do with you guys?
There's great questions coming
There are
through, guys.
so many good
we
questions.
really
It's tough.
appreciate it. I'll answer
Okay.
that question in a second.
The flat tummy exercise, actually what this does is it helps work on the muscles underneath the rectus abdominis. So hold on, let me show. So our stomachs, we have the muscles on
Here.
top.
We're going to get you some good light on here now. Come on, here we go.
Okay.
Overhead lighting. Oh, hold
Well,
on.
it actually was better down there
You're
because
right.
they could see. All right, so the muscles on top are the rectus abdominis. Hold on real fast, Cash. These are the muscles. I'll let Chris help with that in the back. But these are the muscles that we typically build when we're doing any kind of crunches or weighted crunches. But it's those muscles, if we overwork those muscles and we don't focus on the muscles underneath that are like below these muscles, we're only going to get distended abs and big puffy rectus abdominis, bricks there, which are great. I mean, it's nice to have those bricks. But, okay, so the exercise I do is called a vacuum. I do this every single day. I usually do it right out of the shower. You just breathe in, inflate your lungs, breathe all the way out, all of the air out, holding your breath at the bottom. Draw in from your lower abs and belly button. Hold it, and I twist. Whew, so I had a couple people asking questions when I posted it last. Is this something, do you hold your breath through the entire thing? Yes. And I'll be honest, some days, especially like right now, I have a little bit of a cold. I can barely make it through 10 twists before I have to let my breath out and start again. It's okay. It's going to take you time to build up the muscles, number one, and build up your ability to hold your breath for that long, number two. It is a very, very uncomfortable feeling if you've done it too.
It really
it's
is,
just,
yeah.
You breathe in, breathe out, holding that air while you're sucking in is just, oh my gosh, it's uncomfortable, but you get used to it. I promise you though, the results are completely worth it. You're not going to have to suck in all the time when you're in a bathing suit or a dress, because your stomach will be a lot flatter. I also had a couple people asking, is it safe to do every day? Because, you can't do exercises every day. Absolutely. I mean, there are certain exercises, certain things that we need to do every day just to keep our posture correct. In fact, we should be walking around with our core engaged anyway most of the time. So yes, absolutely, it's okay. Sorry, we're having issues with pantless kids in the background over there. Did you say you wanted to say something?
Actually, a really cool comment. Someone said we should do an Extreme Makeover World Edition. I don't want to give too much away, but at the same time, we've got some amazing stuff coming. So stay tuned. It's probably going to be, it's going to be a few months down the road, but we're definitely working on some stuff where we'll be able to take what we're doing to everyone around the world. So we are beyond thrilled to share that with all of you. But I was going to ask the question about, someone asked, what are the best nuts that they can actually have for the weight loss journey? And here's a really cool little acronym that we use. Super easy. PAW. Think P-A-W. Think like an animal paw. Pecans, almonds, and walnuts. Those are really simple. Those are definitely the most common of the really healthy nuts for you on the weight loss journey. So keep that in mind.
So someone just asked, how do I keep from bloating? So bloating is going to happen when we take in too much sugar or too much salt. You're going to notice it right away. Or if you have a food intolerance, like if you're intolerant to dairy and you're ingesting a lot of it, you're going to notice stomach bloat. But then just in general, when you step on the scale and you're up 5 to 10 pounds the night after a really salty like Mexican meal or a lot of dessert, that's from the bloating. So just watch your sugar intake, watch your sodium intake, know what's going in, and the more sodium and salt or sodium and sugar that's in your body, the more water your body is going to hold on to. So the best thing you can do when you are bloated is drink a lot of water. I know it sounds so counterintuitive because it's like, go ahead.
So going off the water, I see a lot of people asking about my purple water. Okay. Any given time, if you ever see me, you'll probably see me carrying a gallon of purple water around with me because it's so freaking delicious. So this is just grape flavored amino acids. That's what I put in my water. But honestly, guys, don't think you have to flavor your water with amino acids, even though it works really well because I do a lot of training, resistance training, whether it's body weight training, whatever. When you're tearing down your muscles on a regular basis, those amino acids are great to help your body recover. But guys, flavor your water with whatever is going to be delicious to you. And go to your grocery store. You can find a million different flavorings. Do we prefer a natural flavoring? Yes. But is artificial okay? You know what? It is. Because, while eventually we would love to have you guys all eating real, whole, natural foods, let's just focus on the step from A to B first and make that water taste delicious so that you're going to drink all of it and it's going to make a world of difference in you. And then over time, if you want to eventually just play around with natural flavors, great, that's fine. But in the meantime, just go to the grocery store and find something delicious that's going to make your water taste great, because if it doesn't taste good, you ain't going to drink it.
Someone also is asking, gosh, there's so many good questions. We're going to have to
we got to do this again, guys.
But I do want to answer this. Someone had said, what's a good breakfast? And I know that seems like such a simple question, but sometimes like those simple things that we can't figure out will hold us from starting on our journey and our plan. Something good for breakfast. So there's 3 macronutrients. There's the proteins, carbs, and fats. Protein would be so I'll just kind of piece this together. I love a protein shake, so just whey protein mixed with a little bit of unsweetened almond milk and water and ice, and then oatmeal and nuts on the side. So do a little bit of sugar or a little bit of stevia in your oatmeal, and any one of the nuts that Chris was just talking
Pecans,
about.
almonds, and walnuts.
Yes. That's an absolutely wonderful breakfast. Or egg whites with oats and nuts is great. Or whole eggs with some whole wheat toast. You can actually do that, and you can even sprinkle a little bit of cheese, because in the morning you can actually have proteins, carbs, and fats all together. So super simple. Breakfast is actually one of the easiest things, and rule of thumb, we always say just make sure you're eating breakfast. So even if it's not perfect, if you're eating breakfast, you're doing something right. Over time, you're going to get the hang of it. You're going to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, in fact, that's one of our main power promises is eat breakfast. And people will go, well, what do I eat for breakfast? We say, I don't care if you eat pancakes or if you want to eat oatmeal. Look, just eat breakfast first and foremost, and then if you want to clean it up later, let's clean it up later. But again, guys, this goes down to just making that one small commitment at a time. It's really, really important.
Green Machine pancakes are amazing.
Yes, Carla,
I know, they're so good.
They're freaking delicious.
I love them. So, Brad just said, are you guys competing again in 2017? That is the plan as of now, because just like we tell you guys, it's really important that you have a goal. We need a goal too. Having some competition, whether it's in CrossFit, physique, anything, a Spartan race, as long as you have something to look forward to and to train for, it actually makes the training process so much more enjoyable, and it makes every workout, it gives it purpose.
Absolutely. A couple questions on here. One, I missed the name, but you asked about cardio and understanding what cardio is. It really is extremely important when you're looking to lose body fat. Now, keep in mind also, nutrition is going to drive everything. And nutrition, that's going to be the foundations that's going to drive weight gain or weight loss, or I should say, muscle gain or fat loss. But cardio, that's what we use to accelerate your results. And so, is cardio important? Absolutely. Now, steady state versus interval, or versus like that high intensity kind of interval training. There's a beauty to both. You can do long, steady state just to build an aerobic engine, but that high intensity interval training, well, it's going to bring obviously like an anaerobic aspect of cardio into the mix. Then, of course, it wouldn't be technically cardio, but we don't need to get into the jargon right now. But here's the deal. If you are short on time, high-intensity interval training, or those high-intensity cardio intervals where you're just going to go high-intensity, low-intensity, high-intensity, low-intensity, those are extremely effective, not just for the bout of cardio, but it also does increase this metabolic afterburn. There's an acronym called EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. And when you do those short bursts of high intensity, whether you're running or whether you're rowing or cycling or whatever it might be, your body goes into an oxygen debt. lactic acid is released, there's a body temperature increase, and all this other stuff that gives you a nice little metabolic boost for hours after exercise. So it has been proven to be more effective. However, there's a beauty to just long, slow distance cardio when it comes to just overall calories burned. And so, like, if you see the folks that we work with, our clients, they'll do a little mixture of both. A lot of times they'll do, if they got 20 minutes, they'll do high intensity intervals. But if they've got 45 minutes to an hour, they'll just get onto an elliptical machine or whatever, turn on the television, and just move. Just burn calories. Because the more your body moves, the more muscles in motion, the more calories you burn, the more fat you're going to lose.
All right, guys. I'm reading all these questions, and I
Holy
really wish
smokes.
we had all day with you guys.
Time
I
flies.
know. I just realized we've already been on here for 40 minutes. One more thing that you know what? Okay, a couple people. I'm just going to lead you guys to something right now because some people are asking, how do I start? I have 15 pounds to lose. How do I start? I'm going to lead you to a blog right now. It's totally free, but go to HeidiPowell.net/9060. It's actually a how to begin your transformation and has links to so many great articles and so many things that you guys can do just to get started totally for free. And then we're going to have to wrap this up because we got kids inside that are probably needing us.
Our house is probably a disaster inside right
Yes.
now. I'm scared to walk through the door.
Oh, you guys, thanks though for letting us crash your New Year's Day. It was pretty, I'm sure you're all just probably rolled out of bed. No, you guys were ready. You guys were up early, ready to go.
We can appreciate that.
All right, guys, that is it for now. And I'm just going to say it again. If you have not already, join our diet bet. We are having so much fun
Yes.
already with the people in it. Starts tomorrow.
And we're here to support you through the next 4 weeks of your diet bet.
How do they sign up?
Go get them. Dietbet.com/Chris Powell.
All right, guys, we will be back with many, many more of these. See
Goodbye,
you guys.
friends. Happy New Year. We'll see you soon.
I
Love
gotta
ya.
figure out how to turn this off.
Here, watch this. Check this out. Bye, guys.